Hey guys, so basically I just quickly wanted to talk about opportunity and making your life, okay? Basically, I just wanted the Uber, sorry, let me get down here so that you don't see it because I used to work for them, but I don't want to promote them. Um, so I just wanted to let you guys know, a lot of people are like, oh, but Myra, you're so lucky and you're so blessed and, you've always had opportunities and this and that and blah, 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 blah. No, guys. My mom was a single mom who worked her butt off. I remember like being like, "Mommy, can you come here?" And she tried to do as much as she could, but she had to work really, really hard. She was my mom and my dad, and I learned my work ethic from her. So if you guys are gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, but you have this and you have that and you have so much and blah blah blah," well, guess what? I worked my ass off for it. Okay, when all my friends, you can ask my friend Christina, she always says it. She's like, when everybody was out clubbing and partying, and I was like, Myra, come out, I would be like, no, I can't. I have a paper that's due tomorrow. No, I can't. I was going to school full time, working full time. We had money because my mom worked her ass off, but then we lost it all in like the mid 90s, and then we went to being like broke. Like broke. Like really broke, beyond broke. Like broke is zero. When you're beyond broke, you're like negative. You know what I mean? And then digging ourselves out and having to like make it work from there. The only reason I have nice things is because I know what it is to have nice things and I want it. And I'm willing to work for it. And I look at every opportunity and I look at everything and I'm like, I want that Chanel bag. How much money do I need to make to get that bag? And then I'll do it. I'll have 5 or 6 I've had 6 jobs at one time. So when people look at me and they're like, "Oh, you're so lucky." I want to see you have 6 jobs at one time. I handed out flyers in the freezing cold in January, one of the coldest days of the whole year, for Uber that I did as a TaskRabbit task because I was so broke. I had no money and I had to pay my rent. I didn't even have money to eat. I was living on ramen noodles. Okay? And for, I think it was like $10 or $12 an hour, I handed out these flyers trying to recruit drivers for Uber. And I kept in touch with this lady who later on, a week later, I was like telling her, giving her updates, I was communicating very well. A week later, she's like, "Oh, we're looking for a temp. Do you want to come in?" And I'm like, "Sure." So then they were like, "What's your rate?" And I'm like, "Oh, whatever." So I ended up working for them as a temp for 4 months, 4 to 5 months, and then they hired me full time, and that's how I got the job at Uber. And they gave me the office management position because that's what I was working, but I was also doing director of operations, work. I was assisting them. I was giving, I guess you could say not advice, but like suggestions for community management. And I was a TLC specialist. There's only me and this other girl that did that. And then near the end, they were making sure that everybody knew how to do everything. So I was doing literally 4 people's jobs. I did come in a little bit late some days, but I stayed 3 to 4 hours after everybody else left. I work hard, and I was on salary, so I wasn't making any extra money. But I always worked my butt off, and I deserve everything that I get. Everything. Because the things that I've done, the work that I've done, most people wouldn't do. So many people would have turned down the jobs that I took. Jobs that I don't even tell my friends about, that they're just disgusting jobs. You know what I mean? Where you're like cleaning stuff and just ugh. Like, but it made me who I am today, and that's why I appreciate a hard worker, and that's why I appreciate people that bust their butts every day and don't have a lot. The only reason I have a lot is because I buy a lot of shit on eBay in bulk. I really do. For the price of 2 sticks of deodorant, I get 12. I'm smart. I'm not retarded. You know what I mean? For the price of 2 pairs of pantyhose, I'll get 6, or 10. I buy things in bulk. I buy things in lot. What you pay for one lipstick, I'll get 25 pieces of makeup in a lot on eBay. I'm smart with what I do. I never pay full price. I always buy things in bulk. Some of my bags that are really expensive are secondhand bags. I'm not paying $5,000 for a bag, but I'll pay $1,200 if I really want that bag. You know what I mean? Who cares? Nobody knows. Well, not you guys know, but I mean before, So, but still, $1,200 is a lot of money for a bag. I earned it. I deserved it. Whatever. So, and my mom. My mom helps me a lot. And you know what? Garage sales. Seriously, you can get some really good things on garage sales. that are unbelievable, that will help you in your house. You can get a bunch of cups, wine glasses. There won't be 12, but there may be 6 or 7. Like, there's so many things that you can get, and people don't know. You know, I'm revealing a lot right now by sharing this with you guys. But, like, I'm sharing it with you guys because I hope that I can help somebody have a better quality of life because now they know these tricks. I hope that somebody's watching this video and thinking, oh, I never thought of going on eBay. Oh, I never thought of buying things in bulk. Well, you know what? If you buy things in bulk, you won't need it later. For the 2 sticks of the deodorant, for the same price, because I buy Degree, it's like $8 or $10. I got 12 sticks on eBay. And guess what? I don't have to buy deodorant for a whole year or longer. You know, and I can give them out as gifts and like a bunch of stuff. So people are like, oh, you're so giving and kind. I have so much because I think ahead. I buy things in bulk. I mean, you know, I only buy groceries when they're on sale. If they're not on sale, I change what I'm going to eat that week. I only buy what's on sale. I only buy paper towels when it's 15 rolls for $9.99. I only buy toilet paper when it's 20 rolls. Yeah, I do Scott and Markel. I don't care what anybody says. I don't need that soft stuff. When it's $9.99. And I buy 2 big packs because I'm single. You know, 2 20 packs and it lasts me the whole year almost. So yeah, I bust my butt. And finally, in 2015, I pray to God, this is the year that 20 years of hard work. 20 years, like everybody thinks I party so hard because when I do post pictures, they're fun. I stay home every single day. I'm lucky if I go out once a week. And usually it's to network, to make business contacts, to further my future. It's not really for me to go out and party and have a good time. And when I do, I don't like get wasted and drunk. I have like 1 or 2 drinks and I'm good. I have a good time and I enjoy myself because I'm constantly always aware of what's going on. Because I know that if I get shit-faced, that people are going to look at me and they're going to judge me. And that's going to affect my whole everything, my reputation, how people perceive me, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. That's what your 20s are for. Get stupid and silly and whatever. But even in my 20s, I couldn't even enjoy them like an average 20-year-old because I had to work full time. Because I had to pay for my own college. Because my mom couldn't afford to pay for college. Since I was a kid, my mom told me you have to get a scholarship, Marita. We can't pay for college. So my whole life, I sat there and I made sure that I got good grades in school because I had to get a scholarship. And I got a little one and a couple of grants. You know, but I lost my scholarship, and I learned very quickly that you need to consistently work hard for things or you will lose them. Okay? These are life lessons that people need to learn. When you see someone and you're like, wow, they have so much stuff, and oh, God, I wish, you don't know what they did. Not everybody's given everything. Not everything is handed to somebody. You know, some people work really hard, and if they didn't work hard and they're getting it for free, guess what? Their parents worked hard. Okay, I'm a first generation person here. My mom's an immigrant. I'm first generation. And if you're a first generation, then you know what it's like. You work your butt off for everything that you have. So when people sit here and they look at me, I want you to know that I earned everything that I get. Everything. Everything, including the iPhone 6 that I deserve. Because my iPhone 4 broke and I didn't get the 5. And I was... I don't know how I did. I was so pissed. I didn't want to get that phone. I didn't want it. I got it, and I'm grateful for it, but I didn't want it. I wanted to wait for the next one, but my phone broke. But I was able to get it because I worked my butt off. I do whatever it takes, and if I have to sell my stuff to get money to pay bills or to come up with money for an emergency because my family needs it, I sell it. I do whatever it takes. There's no excuses. We are limitless creatures. The only limit you have is what you say you can't do. Because somebody told you you couldn't do it. You can do whatever you want to do. You can love whoever you want to love. You could be whoever you want to be. You just have to work your butt off for it. Because God and the universe rewards hard work. You might be doing a task that's so minute and so simple, but I guarantee you God will reward you for that in abundance. But if you're idle, you'll get very little. Work. Whatever it is, work. Do your best. I heard this growing up when I was a kid from everyone, and I was like, Jesus Christ, why is everybody saying that? All my friends kept saying that, oh, my dad told me that as long as you work hard and you do your best, you'll always get ahead in life. And I heard it over and over and over again. I'm like, do your best? What do you mean do your best? But now I get it. When you do your best, when you work and you come from a loving place and you do it because you understand that there's like a relationship with the universe rewards you for that. I didn't do it for that. I did it because it's what I was taught. It's what I heard over and over. Do your best. Work hard. You'll get rewarded. Be calm. People are watching. When you outwork everyone you know, people are watching. And you might turn around one day and get a promotion and not realize it, or get employee of the year, or get a bonus, because people are watching. And if you're not recognized, don't worry, because somebody's going to see you, and when they get a job at another company, they're going to be like, you know who you should hire? I have this friend. They're awesome. They work really hard. They're dedicated. They're motivated. The last job didn't pay them well. I think you should honestly interview this person. And they're going to recommend you because they were watching you. So don't turn down opportunity. If something's presented to you, try it. If you don't like it, then you don't have to do anything after that. But if somebody presents an opportunity for you, if I didn't hand out those flyers for Uber, I would have never worked for Uber. And when I tell you what that looks like on my resume is ridiculous. Not that I need a resume, but when I tell people, because I'm a startup consultant and I do all this other stuff with marketing, oh, you work for Uber? And all of a sudden it's like I'm made out of gold or something. I'm like, whatever. You know, I work hard. Everything I did for them, I would have done for any other company. And that was in the startup phase. So a lot of the suggestions that we did put together are what propelled the company forward. You have valuable information. You are an amazing person. You have wonderful assets. Whoever's watching this video, realize that you're worth something, and you deserve everything that you get. If you have shit, you've done shit. I'm sorry. If you have a lot, then you've worked your way up to that. If you have nothing and you work really hard, wait. It will come. It will come. There will be a time, there will be an opportunity, there will be a moment where you will be rewarded. It feels impossible. Sometimes you're like, yeah. It'll come. It will come. 20 years I've been waiting for this moment, to have an opportunity like the ones that I have presented before me. 20 years. I've been working since I was 15. 20 years. And finally, I'm starting to reap what I sow. Hopefully. I haven't gotten paid for any of this stuff. I'm just putting a bunch of hours in at Bembo. I haven't gotten paid for anything, but it's with the anticipation of this is going to succeed. Same thing with all the other things that I'm working on. It's with the anticipation that this is going to succeed. All the hours that I'm putting in, all the social media work that I'm doing, all the research, everything that I'm doing, when I get rewarded, it's not going to be like, wow, you hit it big. Wow. No, there's a lot of work that goes into that. And people, they don't think about that. They just see the result and they don't realize what it takes to get there. Now I pray to God, pray for me, guys. Tonight before you go to bed, pray for me, that the love of my life presents himself to me and that he was worth the wait. Pray for me. I beg of you, please. Pray. If you can pray. If you believe in that. If you don't believe in that, then just go to bed and go, oh, I hope Myra finds the love of her life and that he was worth waiting for. Anyways, I just wanted people to know that, because I get offended when people look at me and they talk behind my back and they're like, oh, but she has everything and she's so lucky and this and that. No, blank. I work my butt off for it. And you know what? Some of the stuff I have is secondhand stuff. And I'm okay with it, because I'll wear a secondhand Burberry scarf. Thank you very much. I'll wear a secondhand Louis Vuitton bag. Thank you very much. I don't care. I'll wear a secondhand Chanel bag. Thank you very much. I still paid for it. Some of the things are gifts, and some of the things are things that were given to me. And no matter what, I'm grateful for it. So I hope and pray that you're grateful for everything that you get. Because trust me, my life could be very different if I made different decisions. If I spent my money differently, I would be in a very different place. I wouldn't be living the way that I'm living, and I wouldn't have the things that I have. And if I said no to these opportunities that look like, I don't want to clean that. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, I need to pay my rent. And I need to pay the electricity. And I need to pay Con Edison. You know what? I love this necklace with everything in my heart. But I got to pay my bills. So I'm going to sell this necklace. And I'm going to remember it and just take a lot of pictures of it before I sell it. But my bills are going to get paid. People do a lot of things to survive. And I commend you, all the people that work hard and sacrifice. There's a lot of parents out there that sacrifice so their kids can have, and they go without. And there's a lot of kids that do the same thing for their parents and their brothers and their sisters, and they don't know it. So, for all of you guys that work your butt off and do whatever it takes to make sure that the people around you are happy, I commend you. You will be rewarded. Trust. All right, I'm going to go because, oh. All right, peace out. Work hard. Be blessed.